Welcome back for a new training session. Anyway, so what are we going to do today? Well, we are going to continue on what we did last session, because as I told you, being able to film yourself is a very powerful tool, and until now I was not able to use it as powerfully as I can. It's because every time I watch myself on camera, I don't know if that's true, but I see every possible issue that I have in my swing, and I tend to kind of fuck things up by changing everything all the time. So what I want to do, even though that's winter and we are doing some speed training, I want to do speed training the right way, because last year I did speed training, but I really was more learning how to train for speed, discovering what works, what doesn't, how to generate more speed in the swing, what are the power sources and so on. But now that I know all of that, I need to be able to create a good protocol, good process that I can sustain over time, and that allow me to get faster with my own swing and not actually change my swing that much. So to be sure that my swing stay in place, I need to be able to see myself on camera, and that's the issue I had until now. I wasn't able to do that. So in last session, what we did, we put the camera of the TrackMan, you are face on, but the camera of the TrackMan that I see live was down the line. And so we are going to stick to that angle until I'm getting comfortable, until I'm able to increase my speed. And I have a few ideas how we are going to do that. We are going to start implementing that today. But the idea is, because I have this urge of switching angle. As soon as the down the line view is kind of okay, I switch from face on and continue to change. But because I haven't consolidated the things from down the line, then I start fucking things up by actually focusing too quickly on the front view. So I'm not going to make this mistake again. I'm going to do this properly, one step at a time, and consolidating things and moving faster. So I'm going to probably start doing the super speed protocol. So I'm going to talk about that just after, because I don't want to confuse everything. But the idea is, even though I had made some change during the last session, at the end of the last session, after I turned off the camera, actually I continue hitting some ball, and I start feeling the groove, the flow of the swing, of the new motion I was trying to do. And so this is mainly what I want to work on today, is really consolidating that flow, getting more comfortable with it, and being able to find how to generate speed with that motion. Because I know a lot of things about how to generate speed, but here is the truth: is there is a million different ways to swing a golf club, and each way has their own preference when it comes to generating more speed. And so you need to know, okay, this is the way I want to swing the golf club, and if there is too much inefficiency in the way you swing the golf club, so maybe you want to think about the way you can improve the efficiency. But mainly, you have your core, and then you're doing things in order to improve that core to generate more speed. And so that's exactly what we are going to do today. I'm going to show you how, from just your motion, you can know how to generate more speed, or what is the right timing, the right sequence to generate more speed, because I have a very nice drill to do that. And then we are going to start a little bit of overspeed protocol, and to get more comfortable with the motion, and so on. That's mainly the idea of today. But this is winter, we are training for speed, we are consolidating the technique, because precision is mainly about intention. This is not about changing your swing. The only part of the training of all the training areas that can affect your technique is generally more speed. It's much more likely that you're going to change a little bit your swing. You don't have to change a lot, but generally it's going to evolve your swing because it's going to be more and more efficient as you go. While precision, you can really get away with just having the same swing, but just really working on the intention of being precise, of being accurate, because this train your brain to be more efficient with your own motion. And even though the technique is going to evolve slightly, that's not as huge as when it's about speed. So this is what you are going to do. So let's get to train. Okay, so I believe this is working. Not really sure, but I guess this is. So let's go. Let's fire the TrackMan and do a little warm-up. Initially, I wanted to just show you after the warm-up, but I don't know. This evening I kind of want to talk. Maybe it's because it's dark. I'm alone here. It's cold, freaking cold actually. Maybe one day I need to learn about degrees Fahrenheit, because I believe most English people are using that as a reference. And me, I know only degrees Celsius, and in my mind, I would say it's about 4 here, which maybe in Fahrenheit is 30, 40, no idea. Honestly, no idea. I need to remember to not do nose sound as well. So yeah, today we are going to do very interesting stuff regarding to speed. Mainly, we are going to use those that you probably know. Those little one, this one, the speed stick. We are going to use those, but probably not in the way you know. And I'm going to talk about the different way you can use them. Up. So let's do that. And also we are going to use that. This is my version of the overspeed training with a simple shaft. But I'm going to explain that you need to be very careful with that. This is very easy to get injured. So be careful. Don't do dumb things. Especially if you're not warm. So that's why we are going first to warm up and then get to it. So shot analysis, no, thanks. Up, this is me. We are setting the tag, of course, as usual. Maybe I should record that, but up, warm up. And then I'm going to select, what did I select? 6 iron, not yet. We are going to get there, but not yet. A little more light on the screen. Here we go, and let's record. Let's go. Up. So first thing, I'm not going to put the camera for the TrackMan right away, because a few reasons. First of all, my iPhone doesn't have a lot of power, so I want to save it for later when we do need it with the driver. With the iron, as I said last time, we changed a lot of stuff. And so first of all, I have no idea how this is going to look with the iron, but that's not for now the concern. But what we did is mainly trying to go inside, then over the top, and bam, which kind of put my club in the right plane. But anyway, so we'll see. But my idea is really to, because me until now I was kind of having a step-by-step swing. Where what I felt over the last session is really the thing that I found going inside, then shifting and then going through. It's much more flow. It remembers something that I kind of had a video that I watched kind of it was maybe 8 years ago, I don't know, but that was from one of the guy of Rotary Swing, and he was explaining about a drill where 1, 2, 3. That's mainly how they call it. But the idea is you do your takeaway, then you shift and build the lag, and then you release. And that's kind of what I feel. Sorry, forgot to close my car. So that's kind of how I feel when I first throw the club inside, then try to bring it back in front. As with the driver, I'm closing the club face, but with the iron, I'm going to try to keep the club face open. So basically, this is how I'm building lag. And then, as I'm rotating and throwing the club, this is how I'm going to release it. But that's kind of very different from what I'm used to do. I'm going to probably do a lot of push like this because I'm not used to it. Yeah, I really need to just stay behind, let my arm kind of get stuck almost to really release the club face. But that's honestly a nice thing, because generally speaking, in the past, my issue was more having my upper body stay too much in front, and now it's really feel like I'm staying behind during the whole swing, so that's very interesting. But I have 8.9. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, interesting. I'm able to go much more direct. So I'm doing, yes, 5 balls is enough. This is what I want to do. I'm not going to spend much time on warming up or doing things that we did last time, which mainly was about trying to get faster and faster with every club. Here I really want to focus on mastering the flow with the speed stick. And shit, I forgot something. I want to say something. I got out of my mind. Anyway, I get back to it probably. Shit, what was that? Hey, cat. Whoa. Be careful, be careful. Oh. This cat is always there. He's just staying at the golf course. I don't know why. I probably kind of like it here. Oh shit, I forgot to change the club. But you can see that I'm much slower than I usually is, because changing the motion is kind of difficult. Club. 6 iron. Go. And we change from up to 6 iron. Too late, way too late. Oh yes, maybe I can start introducing what I was thinking about the speed stick. So the idea is, last year I was more using let's get back to my journey of speed. What I did last year is I kind of contacting a long drive coach, And then I went on to just follow a little bit what he said, but then I went on to my own journey. Because it was interesting. The key of what he was saying is mainly get stronger and really go after it during speed session. Okay, that's fine. But it didn't really help me out of that. So I had to went on to my journey of speed to understand, to really go after it. And the key findings that I had is I kind of 3 stages, I would say, maybe 4. And the first was really about, I would say, technique. And I knew I wanted to use a speed stick because I already had them, but I didn't really wanted to use it at the beginning because in my mind, the speed stick were here to get your neural system to fire faster. Even though it helped increase the sequence, it was, in my mind, and I still believe it, it's more about getting faster with a specific motion. And so for the first part, what I did is I mainly tried to improve my technique, trying to understand my technique in the swing, so I know how to produce, I know the force that are happening in the swing, and I know how to produce speed. So when then I go on to use those sticks, it's just about trying to fire faster. But even though I spent a lot of time with my swing figure out that, I wasn't at the end of my journey at all with that, and I wasn't sure about my technique, if it was okay or good enough. So when I went on to the super speed, what happened is that first of all I also listened to what people said, but generally that doesn't work for me. So, and that time was an exception, which is don't focus on technique, just focus on firing as fast as possible, just do it. And for someone like me that is very, 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 very aware of his body, that's kind of useless. If you don't have a high awareness of your body, I would say go for it. If that's mainly the club that you're aware and you're swinging the club and not your body. And me, I don't have a lot of awareness of the club, but I have a high awareness of my body. And so what happened is, I went on doing overspeed training. It kind of worked. It kind of worked to make my neural system fire faster. But the issue was I tried to fire as fast as possible and get the number higher and higher every time. So that I was able to do with the speed stick. But the issue was then when I tried to apply that with my golf swing. What I find is, for me at least, the club head has such different air dynamic, and the center of mass is not at the same place than it is with here. You can see that this doesn't kind of rotate in the air. This is the center of mass is at the center of the shaft mainly, where here the face is constantly rotating because the center of mass is outside of the shaft. And that's the first point. And the other is also the air dynamic of the club head throughout the impact area is vastly different than that. And so those two things made that I was going faster with that, but when I tried to actually apply it to the golf, I wasn't able. It's like my subconscious was preventing me from going faster because he knew if I did it the same motion as that, my ball was going probably mile right. Just would not have been able to square the glove face or maybe even touch the ball. And so that's kind of the issue I had with that at the beginning. And so I went on for a while. I just think I reached my peak at 135 with a green stick, 128 with a blue, and 121 or 122 with a red. And And so that's kind of where I left it off, because I realized that if I wanted to really go, because I had this time frame where I said to myself, okay, I have 6 months. At the end of the 6 months, I want to reach 130, no matter what, no matter how I do it. I want to reach 130 with my driver. And so that I was kind of obsessing. Not kind of, I was obsessing over that. And so when I realized that that wasn't providing me the result I want at the pace I want, I put that aside to focus only on driver. And so, short story long, long story short, sorry, I put my max at 124.7 or 125.7, I don't remember exactly. Anyway, so I failed, but that's better, because when I started my journey of speed, the first time I tried to do a speed session, my max was at 110. So very far from that. And that leads me to what we are going to do today, because I want to give that a second chance, but this time I'm going to do it differently. I'm pretty freaking slow. So let's just finish that. I'm going to move on to the wood, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm kind of able to swing, but I'm not generating that much speed. Probably because I'm not used to that motion currently. 5. Let's just try one last, and I want to get a little bit. I try to sink a little bit better. Yeah, 95.6. You remember, this is my 4 iron. Last time I was getting to the same speed with my 6 iron, but I hit a lot of more ball as well. So let's not get bogged down by this. We're going to get there. So 5 wood. Then just 5 shots with the 5 wood, 5 shots with the driver, and then we move on to the speed stick. So my idea with the speed stick that time, because I believe this is a very powerful tool to slowly get faster and faster over a long period of time. And but that goes by wave, and I reach the first wave. Basically, you train with it and you reach some kind of plateau, because probably the body need to adapt. I don't know, there is a lot of reason why that are behind that, but you reach a plateau, then you continue the training for a while, and then you get like a second pump, and then if you continue, you get like multiple. That's the idea, but the issue is it doesn't work for me the way people say. So basically, you have the drills that you need to do, like this with the step and so on, and you don't really focus on your swing, just focusing on firing faster. Okay, that kind of the way to work. And honestly, as I said, if you as a player have a very high time feeling your body, but you feel the club very well, then that may be a good idea to just don't focus on technique, just swing as hard as possible. But there is other way, other people like me that cannot do that. So what I'm going to do is, instead of not focusing on the technique, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to exclusively focus on the technique, but try to get faster and faster through that technique. Try to figure out with the lighter stick when and how to generate more speed. And because and that's the key. Every time if I just swing the exact same technique that I feel I swing with the club, as soon as I get a breakthrough with that, I know I will get a breakthrough with my club. That's the key difference, because last time, every time I got a breakthrough with that, I wasn't able to apply, because in terms of sensation, that was two completely different swings that I was doing. So the idea is, Okay, I get the key elements that we talked about last time, and I'm going to try to learn how to get faster through this motion. And that's where the shaft that I bring here going to make all the difference. That's what I was talking about in the car. Is this is so light, that's not about strength. That's only about rhythm and release and lag also. And so if you can find how to generate speed with that, you will know the right timing, but you need to do the right technique. Because what I find for me, with one arm, I'm able to swing almost 160, 170 miles per hour. It's something insane. But as soon as I put my left hand on, suddenly I'm barely able to go faster than the green stick, which is ton heavier than that. It just means that I had in the past an inefficiency in my swing that was preventing me from going faster. And so that's what I'm going to focus on. Being able to find a way to generate massive speed with my technique with that, focusing more on lag and oh shit. Focusing more on lag and on releasing. And then once I really get the feeling of where the speed comes from and so on, then I'm going to move up to the speed stick and try to apply the same thing and try to find some stuff. This is much more a discovery. Yes, and I remember what I wanted to talk about is when you are working on speed, the speed journey is about finding a protocol, a process from beginning, the moment you arrive to the end of your training session to get faster and faster. And last time, what I was doing is I was just warming up. As I was warming up, as I was adding more power sources and power sources and power sources, until the end I had like a list of 10 or 15 power sources that I was adding, and after refinement, I kind of add the right sequence, because every time I was adding a power sources, I was getting a little faster. Because you can add power sources, but if you add them in the wrong order, you're almost not increasing your speed, or you can even reverse it. So that's really how you develop your protocol. You find the right power sources and you add them in the right order. But that can also be the exercise. As I said, I didn't use that, but what I would like is being able to use that and have a speed protocol that use those to get faster, and also adding those power sources as I go. So since throughout the year I have changed quite a lot of my techniques since the speed training, I need to get back to that protocol and refigure it out. And depending on your swing, this is not the same protocol that I have that you're going to have. That's why I need to redo, and that's also why I also need to stop changing things. And what I want to do with the camera, putting there, okay, this is exactly what I want to swing. I'm going to stick with that string, because every time you change, then you have to rethink everything. So, and that's not how you progress faster. And it's time that I start progressing very fast and stop fucking things around. Hey, just one a little faster, just to finish with the wood. Let's move on to the driver. Someone is kind of applauding, really weird. Or maybe he's doing some work at home, I don't know. Let's take on the big stick. Okay, let's go. So I believe this is the time where we start putting on the iPhone and see how this look. 40%. Okay, well, I'm good with that. It's freakingly cold. Are you still there? Hello. Hello. Yeah, I'm just checking if the microphone is working, because I'm always kind of wondering with that one. But don't worry, the new one. I thought the new one would come today, but it didn't. So it's probably going to come tomorrow or the day after. But if I want to show you in the gym, I don't see myself taking that microphone in the gym. But we will do in the gym as well. We will do it. Let's take that here. Here we go. Let's see how that look. Up, video. So we go inside, outside, and we switch. Oh, I thought you didn't read. Okay. Okay. Should be better. Oh, clearly I'm slow, clearly, but we'll see that first. Am I at the right? Yeah, take away, okay. Backswing, okay. That's the only thing I want to see. I want to know if take away, top of my backswing, I'm right on plane, I'm right where I want to be, then I'm going to go faster with that motion. So this is about building lag and then reaching up. Clearly, I'm kind of moving my upper body way too early. Oh yes, what I forgot is I need to engage my lower body. Engage. Yeah. So just to give you an idea of the sensation I have, for me, I'm getting my club inside here, and then I switch, and I put my club here to then kind of continue the motion and rotate through. Weird, really weird. But the swing looked good, so now I need to figure out how to get faster. I am at 10 swing deer, which we remember is exactly where I want to be. I don't really get the feeling I was kind of rotate, kind of having one single motion almost. When I'm here, then I put there and I continue to rotate as one motion, and I'm not doing that here. Yeah, I probably need to warm up a little more. So yeah, what we are going to do, I'm going to keep going at it until I start getting comfortable, and once I get the motion and I really feel it, then we move on to the speed stick. But I really need to start getting comfortable. So this is also that, and we are going to change the tag because now we are speed warming up, which is different stories than just warm up. Try, because last time I had a good sensation. I started to have a very good sensation, and I need to get it back. Oh, here we go. That's really in the wrist. Almost I need to feel that my wrists are kind of, my left wrist is bowing enormously. My club is almost across the line, which is perfectly fine with me. Yes, that's really, really weird. I guess I should not worry too much, because at some point I will get more comfortable. It's probably because my old patterns are fighting with my new patterns, and so I need to eat a lot of balls probably to get there. And to give you an idea, my swing, because this is the main issue I had for most of my golf career, is my swing is evolving so fast that I don't even remember almost. If I wanted, probably I'm going to be able to. But I don't even remember how I was swinging last week. Since I had so many change in the meantime. But yeah, because I'm getting so far behind that I'm usually, until now I was getting so much on my left side that it was easy for me to push. Now I'm staying so much behind that, yeah, kind of struggling to get up. Oh, also something I realized, maybe more engage the hips moving up and the back. Then you rotate and extend up. Let's see. I'm kind of feeling that the club start flattening out at the top. And we see 8.6. So I'm probably right on that one. Yeah. It's punching left, right, left. Okay, club back on plane, but not very efficient. Well, I'm start mixing old pattern with new pattern. Maybe I should do that and having my arm. So what I'm just thinking, okay, I do that. The problem is if I just focus on that, my arm are getting behind and the head is getting that. But so as I'm doing that, once the head is on that plane, maybe I should just then have the arm work more forward. Up, tack, and during the transition, having the arm going more forward as I'm keeping my upper body back. Okay, not worst in terms of speed. Microphone. That's absolutely awful to see how slow I am. But we're going to get there. Okay, so tie and kind of going. Yeah, it's kind of almost, you know, because I'm thinking 1, 2, and 3, but the issue is when I do that, so there was a lot of complication where when I just feeling 1 and then just 2 and just in one motion going back to the ball, I don't know, I feel better. It's maybe because it's compensated for a lot of bad habits that I have. I don't know. Yeah, anyway, so let's hit a few balls. Club is roughly where I want it to be, but I'm not able to go fast, so that's okay. We are here to learn. So let's put the driver aside for a few minutes and let's take those sticks. First, I'm not going to take that first. I want to take that because that doesn't, even if I'm tired, I can do it. That's not what I want to do now. I just want to warm up a little bit with the speed sticks. So I have the PRGR. Let's see if the TrackMan can actually just. No, the TrackMan doesn't register. That's okay. So unfortunately, you are going to have to trust me on that because I don't have a camera versus PRGR. So, how the PRGR? So generally, you want to warm up with right arm, then left arm. Then you do the opposite. Swing left as a lefty. It's nice to warm up like that. So let's just try to establish the baseline. So the way it works, you work in kind of, I don't remember, it's because you can do in pyramid, but I believe the simple protocol is just green, blue, green which is a lighter, blue which is in kind of in between, and then you have the red which is a heavier, and so you go through them, green, blue, red, green, blue, red, and I believe the beginner stage is that you do it 2 sets of 5, I believe, or 6, instead of 6, and then you finish with 1 set of die hard. Oh no, that's just 3 swing each time. 3 swing, which I don't remember. Anyway, I'll see. So let's establish our baseline. And so what I want to do is swing the exact same swing of my driver that I just did, and try to figure out ways to get faster and faster. And then having constantly this, you swing with the speed stick with the same technique, you try to figure out how to get faster, and then you apply it to your drive, and then you move on like this, that way, and over the long run you're kind of getting faster and faster. What are you doing, little cat? No. Don't hit my microphone. So let's establish our baseline here, and go. Okay, 125, but it didn't felt right. And so okay, it felt a little bit better, but then 120, we are going through. So I need to establish the true baseline, the baseline where I'm just doing my swing normally and not compensating for anything. Okay. Okay, 120. Enfin, 119. I'm not able. Why is it blocking? Why is it my wrist? Because okay, it's normal that by doing that I kind of get stuck. So yeah, this is when I do that, my left wrist needs to bow to get the club back on plane to release, because of course if I am there I cannot accelerate. I need to get there, and to get there, if my arm are over the top, the only way I can do that is by bowing my left wrist and firing. Okay. So I'm getting over the top and I'm bowing my left wrist before I go. Fucking microphone. I can't wait to have the new one. Okay, 122. Felt kind of weird, but I don't know. So yeah, I really need to bow my left as I'm pushing over with my right arm, bowing my left wrist. 123, okay. So that's absolutely not how you should do it normally. Now I should move on to other stick. And since I'm trying to figure out the motion, I'm okay with doing a little bit more. But I kind of, maybe you know what, now that I'm saying, maybe I should, because I kind of try to find a few sensations, and maybe the change of weight is going to help me figure out better sensation. Oh, also something that I forgot is every time you do right-handed swing, you need to engage with the left-handed. So so let's move on to the blue stick, and I believe after I've done the blue and the red, I'm going to still do the red, maybe do a little bit more the green, and then I'm going to try with the shaft. So seems that I need to, as I'm getting over the top, really bowing my left wrist. Okay, 116. Normal. I'm getting slower because it's heavier. There is still something missing because I'm with the lower body. $118. Okay, I use more my lower body and I'm getting a little faster. Interesting stuff. Yeah, I remember. That's the swing. Okay, red lefty swing, don't forget the lefty swing. And here, actually, I believe we don't care about the technique because it's just about getting the opposite muscle as strong as the main muscle. So yeah, that's not. This is just about that. So don't really get bogged down about the technique on the lefty side, because you are not going to use it anyway. It's not like it's necessary for you to swing as a lefty. So let's do just a few things. Swing with the red one, and then we move on to the shaft. Because I believe I start feeling interesting stuff. Yeah. I start feeling something. Because one of the key issues I had, mainly for the majority of my golf career, is to not really feel tension at the top of my swing. And now I feel that the way I do, it's kind of creating a lot of tension. It's just that I don't know how to use it to produce power. But that's a good thing. I need to stick with that to really build up that tension at the top of my swing that I can then release. Okay, 112. So just as a reminder, my best is 10 miles per hour faster than that. Yeah, anyway. So, okay, because I don't want to hurt myself, because the shaft can very much hurt you. I'm going to just do a few. Let's swing with the green one. Oh, I forgot. The lefty. The left one. I always forgot. You don't I feel much more like a Michelson swing here. Anyway, so moving on. But that's very interesting, as you see, because I'm forcing my nerve system to swing the exact same swing that I'm forcing with my driver. Then I figure out, okay, that's the thing I need to do to get faster through that same motion. Rather than before, I was just trying to swing fast without caring about everything. And that way, I was unable to translate. I believe, we'll see just after, but I believe I'm going to be able to swing a little bit faster now. So up, create tension, and release that tension. Okay. Yeah, kind of. The light one is too light for me to create that tension. So that's very interesting. I'm able to get that tension with the longer club, with the heavier, not with this one. Very interesting. So that's also very interesting to think about that, because it means that with each of those clubs, I'm not going to work on the same thing. Probably the heavier one is going to help me create more tension at the top of my swing to then deliver it better. And then the fast one is really about the fastest part of the swing, which I'm not there yet. So that may be why I'm struggling to do something meaningful here. Okay, 122. So 122, 121, 122. Okay, now the fun part. So my PB, and I'm not going to try it because this is the best way to get her, but my PB, just one arm, is 170 and something, 171, my power. So just like that, 135. You see how fast this can be, so that's why you need to be very careful if you do it. First of all, you need to be very warmed. Don't do too much swing of that because this is extremely hard on your joint and on your ligament. So this is a very easy way to get hurt. So be very, very careful with that. So let's, just for the fun, 140. 142. Okay, I'm stopping there because this is absolutely not my motion. Let's try to see how fast, just a smooth swing with the motion that I've developed with the stick, how fast can I go? Okay, 133. 133, okay. And what I felt is really this is once the leg is built, then I can accelerate. This is what I feel. It's kind of much later. So let's try to just feel that. First, that when I'm here, the leg is built, and then I'm releasing the leg. 127. And that's where I say that my swing is inefficient. Because normally with that you can really, especially here when I'm not even swinging up 137. I put no effort whatsoever. 137. When I put my two hands on, I'm not able to do that. So that just means I have an inefficiency. So let's try to slowly. Okay, 120, 129, and that's really not about intensity here. This is about just finding the sweet spot of how you should swing. So the key that I think I find here is getting slower through the backswing and transition to really smash it on the way through. Okay, 130. It's not. Okay. So what I just tried, 135 here. That's still slow, but what I find is I've just used my body here. So maybe that's the key. Maybe I'm using just too much my arm, and that's fine when I'm swinging just with one arm and pushing my left leg off the ground and transferring the energy towards my right arm. That's okay, but the issue is when I have two arms on my swing, then the left arm is kind of slowing me down. So a way to avoid having the left side slowing you down is just to turn faster, because if the left side turns faster, then the right arm can move faster with it. So maybe I just need to turn faster through impact, not really focusing on the arm, almost the arm getting as loose and relaxed as possible, and just let the shaft snap just through my body motion. Okay, that's it. 139. We're getting somewhere. And here, I'm not using my arm at all, almost. So it's a very interesting thing here. That's why I told you this. With that, this is not about how intense you are. This is really about understanding the true dynamic. If you get the true dynamic right, you should get faster without any effort with that shaft. But I'm going to stop because I already start feeling my elbows kind of start hurting, so that's probably my limit for today for that. So let's get back to the normal sticks. I'm going to probably just do this one, blue, red, and finish with the green, and then get back to the driver. And I believe that's okay because I didn't win 100%. That was more about feeling it, and that's kind of the theme of what I want during this winter training, speed training. Is not trying to go 100% at it. It's 80%, but understanding, okay, how to be more efficient. Not put more energy, but try to get faster anyway. That's the key. That's more difficult than just going like a dumbass at it as hard as you can. So let's try that. More body motion rather than arm motions. Tack. 122, but I didn't use my arm. Oh shit. And if you don't have shaft, you can use those stick as well. 116, I'm done. So let's go. $120. Maybe I start getting a little tired. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm using. It's like I'm doing this, and then I feel that my arm are getting back in the other direction where actually I probably need to really get up. Okay. 109. 160. Yeah, there is something. There's something. So need to get there, but then really, it's kind of when I do that, and of course my club is all the way out there, so I need to bring it back inside, and probably by just turning and try to roll my arm around my body. I don't know. Oh, fuck you. Yeah, there is something. It's almost like I should just rotate and keep my arm, everything behind. Like when I'm here, or I move here, but I just keep on moving my lower body until it drags the club. Okay. There's some idea here. It's just I start feeling that my body get tired after a bit. So yeah, when you up here, then you engage your lower body, you engage it, you keep engaging it until you hit the ball. Until you cannot not engage it. This is about getting as stuck as you possibly can. Fuck it. 118 bats. didn't feel right. Didn't felt right. Okay, 112. Yeah, I'm going to get comfortable with that. I believe I need to train with it, get more and more reps. We are going to get there. But the key issue is I'm rewiring my entire way of swinging the club, which is probably not what you should do. But I believe that's what's going to lead me to where I want to be. Now let's do one more with that, then the red, and finish with the green. Yeah, no. I still want to activate my upper body where it's actually only my lower body that needs to be activated. So it's like almost, once I finish my takeaway, my upper body is just here to keep the club on the right plane, but the motion that will drive me all the way to impact is my lower body, which is kind of weird for me. Okay, 117. Okay, it seems that this is the way. Yeah, I know, I'm forgetting the left side. That's going to be a recurrent theme, don't worry. Yeah, and every time I'm not using my lower body enough, then I'm getting a bad sensation with my upper body. So, yeah, really engage that lower body much faster. No. Okay. I believe that's a third swing, meaning that move on. It's okay. It's just first. Oh, fuck you. I start feeling it. Yeah, I believe this session is going to be maybe a lot shorter than I thought. Yeah, I kind of forgot how tough on the nerve system those stick are. So, what was the best? Maybe 122 with the green, 118 with the blue. I don't think I did better than 112 with the red. But you know what? Even though maybe I did more, let's stick with that because I'm going to take the tracking sheet of the Super Speed protocol. I'm going to start putting the number in as well with that and my driver, and we'll see where we go from there. Today is just establishing the baseline. Okay, 123, we have a new baseline. Yeah, I mean, once I finish my takeaway, this is really about exploding forward with my hips. It seems, actually, it just seems that way. $119 wasn't really in sync, this one. Oh. Okay, 121. I'm getting tired. Okay, so let's take the driver and see where we are at. I was expecting much, but since we haven't been able to break 112, 110 today, if at least we can get over 110, that's going to be okay for now. Not super speed, I'm not going at it like a psycho, because in the tag I have so the speed warm-up, where actually I'm adding power sources, and slowly building up energy. Then I have the tag speed, which I'm going kind of 100% at it. I really go after it. And then I have another tab which is super speed, where basically I do everything I possibly can. Doesn't matter the technique, doesn't matter how I do it, I just try to get as fast as freakingly possible. But that's not what we are going to do for a while. Maybe we'll do it towards the end of those 3 months, but not for now. Let's... Oh. I missed the ball. Oh, I guess. But the swing is kind of on the right plane. Okay. Okay, 110. We see that I'm a little bit faster, of course. That's so because I'm working with a speed stick, kind of doing some weird shit. But the swing looks absolutely perfect, and I'm faster. Then it's going to just be getting more comfortable with that kind of speed and motion. Oh, 111. You see? It's working. At least I'm getting back to the kind of speed I was doing before I made changes. It's kind of what I'm remembering from this session. Let's try to do a few more. If I can achieve a 112, I think I'm going to be happy with that. One on nine. But if that works the way it kind of seems to work today, that's going to be very good, because this means I can use the speed stick over and over and slowly build speed over time. And because I'm using the same motion as I'm comfortable here, then I'm going to get faster, and I'm going to learn from those, because as I said, depending on the weight, I'm not working the same part of the swing. So that's also something interesting. So let's try to put myself in the same state as if I had the light stick or the heavier, and both. Okay. Well, 10.6, not as I start getting a little outside on this one. I start catching the ball a little better. And the club, I mean, it's just perfect at the top. Just across the line. I'm not asking for anything else. I'm just asking for more speed. Yeah, here I focus less on the speed and rather just the overall motion to really try to engage my lower body. Oh, 16 swing gear. Well, the fuck did that go? And that's very interesting because I didn't really get that feeling of completely exaggeration of over the top. I just got the feeling that I was putting the club kind of in the right spot at the top. So that's also that, because of course the more exaggerated the feeling that I need to get the club in the right position, the more kind of contradictory signal I send to my brain to actually swing faster. So that's also a very interesting thing that at some point I will not need the feeling to get there and then get there. I will just have the feeling, okay, this is actually for me to get the right takeaway, and this is actually the feeling to get on the right plane. And so for me, I'm just going to feel I'm on the right plane here, I'm on the right plane here. I will not feel anymore those motion. Just that for now I need to feel that, because my default feeling is kind of having the club right here. So to compensate, I need to have it right here. That's kind of the idea. So don't freak out. But I would like to be able to smash one really hard. Okay, but we see we're consistent. 110, 110, 110, 110. That's kind of a okay, yeah. Okay, interesting. Maybe I can push the ball, but I don't really know how. Okay. I'm very surprised by the evolution of my feeling during this session. It's yeah, very surprising. How fast. I mean, I know this would evolve, but I didn't know it would evolve that fast. It's insane how quickly the brain can learn. Yeah, but I kind of get the feeling that my upper body is going that way instead of staying behind. That's maybe why I'm able to generate a little bit more power. Instead of just rotating that way, rotating. Yeah, I was focused too much on the technique. But 111.9, it was better than the one before. Almost 112. Okay, club is perfect. I kind of get the feeling that my upper body is still moving too fast. That may be why I'm not able to accelerate faster with the lower body. Let's try to keep to accelerate as fast as possible, but to keep the upper body a lot more quiet. Of course, I'm going to, because I'm restraining myself, I'm going to lose a little bit speed, but how does it look? Okay, good. Yeah. It seems that that's a lot more better. You can see that the club is moving down on the right plane, where before it's kind of, I have my upper body that's moving forward, I have my arms that are getting stuck like this, where I'm actually keeping my upper body a little bit close to allow the club to move on a much better plane. That's probably what's going to help me. So just stay a little bit behind. Keep the shoulder closed, and we should be fine. Of course, because I'm changing the motion, I'm losing speed once again. But that's okay. Next time we'll focus on that, keeping the upper body still and really firing fast with the lower body. And yeah, I think that will going to put us, because as I said, I'm doing something, I'm improving, then I'm changing, but it's going to help us move in the right direction in the end. Okay, it wasn't that bad. I tried to keep my upper body quiet, and yet I was able to generate some more speed. It's fine. Club somewhat okay at the top. Move down much better. As long as I'm not changing again and again. Here I have a checkpoint on my takeaway. I had the checkpoint on the end of my backswing, and now I just found the checkpoint for the beginning of the downswing, keeping my upper body really close as I'm firing really hard with my lower body. So now I have those checkpoints. I'm going to stick with them, improve my swing, get faster and faster with them, and yeah, I think that's it for today. So thank you for watching, and I'm going to close the things right now. So next session, this is what we are going to do. Yes, so see you.